Kalchakra Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Now able to hear? So, Hare Krishna. So we welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam session, and it's our great fortune to have His Grace Kalchakra Krishna Prabhu. So let me introduce Prabhuji in some few words. So Prabhuji has been IT professional, and he has been practicing Krishna consciousness for last 29 years since 1995. जब हमें यहाँ की 50% जनता पैदा भी नहीं हुई थी और हम नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे गोदी में थे. So since then he has been practicing Krishna consciousness. So he was initiated by His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj at 2001. And Prabhuji has been instrumental in developing devotee congregations, conducting programs and festivals in various parts of the world, such as Minneapolis, Bangalore, Chennai, Nottingham, Fukuoka, etc. Fukuoka, ये कौन से country में है? Japan, Fukuoka, etc. He has also developed several Bhagavatam circles around the world, wherein groups of devotees assemble regularly to systematically study Srimad Bhagavatam. His Grace Kalchakra Krishna Prabhu also has been running an online forum called Granth Raj for the last 22 years, inspired and guided by his spiritual master. There are several thousand members subscribed to this forum, where devotees share their personal realizations and practical application from Srila Prabhupada's Vani. These articles are used as an effective preaching tool by hundreds of devotees around the world. And he has also been instrumental in consolidating and organizing his spiritual master's Vani archive online through website www.mahavishnugoswami.com and mobile app Amrit Vani.
You cannot download it, it's free. You can just Amritavana, Amritavani, AMRTAVANI, Play Store, App Store.
Yes. Even His Grace Mahasundar Prabhuji has also been referring to the lectures of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. And His Grace Kalchakra Prabhu is a Bhakti Shastri Bhakti instructor in VIHE, that is Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education, and GEV, and also various other temples and centers. He manages Bhagavad Vichar, a large WhatsApp network of hundreds of serious devotees of Srila Prabhupada books who regularly meet online to deeply discuss and relish Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Devotees in this group exchange deep thoughts-provoking questions and answers in this group, along with sharing various nectarian quotes from Srila Prabhupada Vani. He has also published 4 books so far on the titles Granth Raj, The King of Scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam in Practice, Volume 1 and 2, and the last one is Pearls of Wisdom. So he already published 4 books based on the teachings and realizations of Srila Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. And Prabhuji was initiated by his Guru Maharaj in 2001, and he was personally trained by Maharaj to scrutinizingly study Srila Prabhupada books, especially Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj is well known in ISKCON as a famous preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam, especially how to extract practical instructions from Srila Prabhupada books and apply them in our daily lives. So it is our great fortune to have Prabhuji, who is, in our vernacular terms we say, so he is Chalta Philate Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is always coming out from his lotus mouth. So it's a great fortune to have an association, and definitely after his class you will feel more enthusiastic in your devotional service, and you will feel more enthusiastic to read Bhagavatam. That's my guarantee, because I have also found the same from the last so many years. I have been hearing his classes. I have the personal study circle with Prabhuji, our Agnel Prabhu, and so many devotees. I had never got the fortune to be in Infosys, but they had the fortune to be in Infosys company. So they got to go in his Bhagavatam circle. So they were also getting that great fortune. So we'd like to welcome His Grace Kalchakra Krishna Prabhu by one time chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, Prabhu.
By the way, where is Agnel Prabhu?
He's in the center.
Center, okay.
Music center. He is getting online.
Okay. We can have Radha Madhav, till Radha Madhav. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Yamunatiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya 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 Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Vrajajanaranjana, Jaya Jaya Yamunatiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jai Shri Radha Madhav ki jai. Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. श्री ग्रंथराज श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रील गुरुदेव की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं. श्री परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरं. नमो विष्णुपादाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नमः. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी विचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mata. So nice to see you all. All suns coming together. So bright and effulgent. So amazing to be amongst you all, especially in this most happening place when everybody is running for money. We are all running after Chintamani. Harinam Chintamani. Money is the only thing that people are having in their mind. But then for us, the real money is, Krishna and His holy names. And so amazing to be here, starting the week with Bhagavatam, and every day Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya is, So you are also blessed to be in such a wonderful association and in a congregation where it's so easy to have a devotee association. Actually, I travel a lot because I don't get devotee association much. I keep traveling around, and whenever I travel, I see all of you wonderful like this. Wherever I go, I see wonderful devotees. And the moment you see people with tilak on their forehead, with kantimala, and you see our consciousness itself gets transformed, isn't it? As soon as we see somebody with tilak on, we say, hey, you must be, you feel happy to say Hare Krishna to them. Of course, you can easily say it to anybody for that matter, but it's even more pleasing when you see someone and you can do some Krishna Katha discussions or exchange some feelings of ecstasy. Prabhupada says, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaha Parasparam, right? So, you can just imagine how fortunate we are and how challenging the situation was for Narad Muni in his previous life, right? He didn't have anybody, and whoever he had was also taken away by Krishna. And that is the most important lesson that we have to learn from Narad Muni, that how to do bhakti, how to do our bhakti seva, sadhana and seva when situation is most unfavorable. So whenever we think that the situation cannot get any worse than this, Krishna will find a way to make it even worse next. The next one will be even worse. So you will think that the previous one was better. Right? But then with Krishna, there is no disappointment at all. There is only appointment. With Krishna, every day morning, Mangalarti is an appointment with Krishna. Chanting is an appointment with Krishna. And when Bhagavatam class is an appointment with Krishna. Prasadam is the greatest appointment with Krishna. When we have these appointments, you will never have disappointments in your life. Right? So whenever devotees meet each other, they exchange feelings of ecstasy. Like why? Because Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev, Vasudev, he leaves Krishna in the Gokul, and then silently he comes back inside the prison. So Kansa doesn't know that Krishna is growing there. So after some time, after say maybe few months or so, or after not even month, just a few days after Krishna was there, and they were all enjoying in Gokul, and when from there Nanda Maharaj comes to Mathura to pay the regular taxes to Kamsa. So at that time Vasudeva silently very secretly meets him, because if he meets him in open, this Kamsa has spies everywhere. So he can easily find out that there's something going between these two people and ring. So he meets silently and in a secret, incognito, he meets him, and he asks a very beautiful question. They are exchanging, is everything all right over there? And then at that time Vasudeva makes a beautiful statement to Nanda Maharaj. Dishtya sansara chakresmin vartamana punarbhavaha. Dishtya means it's about the will of the providence. Bhagya we say, this is our fortune we say. So it can be good fortune, it can be bad fortune also. That is called as Dishtya. Dishtya means it's not in our hand. Already it's all arranged by Krishna and his energies. So his potencies. So Dishtya sansara chakresmin. We are all going around in the samsara chakra by arrangement of Krishna and his energies. So we cannot control. We are thinking that I can, after 9 o'clock, I can finish the class and go to the office, or I can go to back home, or any time next day, tomorrow, whatever. But nothing is in our control. Krishna controls everything. So this samsara chakra, we are going round and round and round. Our Apurva Prabhu tried to arrange a ride for me. I think at least 2-3 people he was telling, he will come, he will come. See, this is how we think that somebody will come, but Krishna has a different plan. No, let Kaushal Prabhu come and take. And that was easier. He came right in front of ECC and saved some 5 minutes for us. Right? Otherwise I would have to walk to the gate and to take some more time. See, this is how Krishna arranges. And when man proposes, God disposes. Right? If we don't accept, we propose our desire, Krishna disposes it back to us. But if we don't accept that whatever he is giving, then he will dispose us. You know what disposing means, na? Disposing the garbage. Like that he will dispose us off. So we have to be accepting whatever Krishna gives. So Dishtya sansara chakresmi, the sansara chakra, we are all going round and round and round.
Vartamanaha punarbhavaha means if we are meeting somebody, then it is like punarjanma for both of them. Like we don't know when, like more than a year it is since we met, I think. I had come at least 5 times to Pune last year only. But we couldn't meet in between. I was just right here. Right? There were so many other things were arranged. I was so occupied with many seva and all that. I couldn't make it. I think maybe around 1 year or so, or maybe around a year it was when we last came. So, Vartamana Punarbhava, for us to meet each other, it is not possible so easy. We can say that I have his phone number, he is here only, he is there only, easily we can call. No, it will not happen. So, when we meet each other, we should think that we have taken, the other person also taken new birth, I have also taken new birth. Only then it is possible. Because, say, suppose I am going back to home. On the way, so many things are there, hurdles are there. No, I may go by bus, I may go by train, I may go by flight, or so many other things might happen. My health will not be good. So, for some person to come back and meet again, it can be for all of us. We all have our body. So, body always gives trouble. Mind gives trouble on top of that. Right? More trouble. Mind gives more trouble. That is also body only, subtle body. That is why we say everybody has a body. Everybody. Right? So, this body, shirite iti shariraha, we say, it's a continuously decaying. So, we have to understand that whenever we have some problem, Maharaj used to tell us one thing very nicely, that see, when suppose you have some misunderstanding with somebody and that person goes away, then next time when we meet, we carry that misunderstanding in our mind. Yesterday he was fighting with me, I will not smile at him. Like that we will go. And that person also will be thinking something. So, we waste the valuable time we have to say Hare Krishna and exchange some nice words. Maharaj said, see, that body which fought with you is dead. Now is new body. Because every moment we are changing the body. So, the one person is coming. That mind he would have caught up with so many other things. So, every time we meet somebody, even if the last meeting was a very unpalatable meeting, the next meeting should be very pleasing. We should smile at them. When we smile, then automatically they think, hey, oh, so he is smiling. Means he has forgotten what I told him yesterday or day before. So, I will also forget. This is the way we help the other living entity also to come out of this material tabernacle. Otherwise, I always keep thinking of things and he would have forgotten. Right? That other person would have forgotten. He might have scolded me or I might have scolded him. Make whatever, he might have forgotten. Now, next time when I go, I give a frowning face to him and he might not be thinking about it before. But the moment he sees my frowning face, he will think about it. It will come to his mind. Oh, yesterday I was fighting with him. He was also we were having a very difficult conversation. So, next time when he is still remembering that, then it will trigger him also or her also. Right? So, they will also think, I should also remember. He told like this, no, I will also tell like that. This is how we are increasing our bondage in this world more and more and more. And Bhagavatam, every story is dealing us with this one main thing, that is how to come out of these material bondages. That is how we should see this whole thing. Now this pastime of Narad Muni, this instructions of Narad Muni, this is also to come out of those bondages. How free you feel when you are out of this whole thing, right? Out of these bondages. Every mental presuppositions that we make about another living entity is a bondage in this world. Every time we think that I will do this, and I am not doing that, I am not fulfilling my promise, that is a bondage in this world. I am getting bound. I am getting bound. Baddha. Baddha swakarma bir, Prahlad Maharaj is telling. By my own karma I am getting bound. Decision to be upset or decision to carry some presupposition about others is ours. So we have to take responsibility of that and somehow or other come out of it. That is why Vartamanaha Punarbhavaha. This is a Punarjanma for us. I have met you all. I met Prabhuji last time, you dropped me. We had a nice conversation. And now this time Kaushal Prabhu has dropped me and Apurva Prabhu. All of you are Pranjal Prabhu. Everybody is here, all of you. And we don't meet often, right? So, but when Krishna gives us a chance, the first thing we should do is we should exchange feelings of ecstasy. Madchitta Madgata Prana. Prabhupada writes in that purport that exchange feelings of ecstasy. I will tell you that 2.3.12. Please take that verse. 2.3.12. In that, in the purport, Prabhupada writes beautifully. He is giving a totally a new world of meaning for that the famous verse which you all know. Madchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantah Parasparam Kathayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti cha Ramanti cha. See, according to Bhagavad Gita 10, you can go to the purport directly. See here, according to Bhagavad Gita 10.9, the characteristics of pure devotees are wonderful. In the beginning. The characteristics of the pure devotees are wonderful. The complete functional activities of a pure devotee are always engaged in the service of the Lord, and thus the pure devotees exchange feelings of ecstasy between themselves and relish transcendental bliss. This transcendental bliss is experienced even in the stage of devotional practice, sadhana avastha. We all say we are practice sadhana bhakti we are doing. So this transcendental bliss can be exchanged even in the stage of sadhana avastha. But you see this, the pure devotees exchange feelings of ecstasy between themselves and relish transcendental bliss. Tushyanti cha Ramanti cha. That is, Prabhupada has translated that word Ramanti as feelings of transcendental ecstasy. This is how Prabhupada reveals so many beautiful meanings of the same verse. You imagine one verse to read once, that same purport takes 1 month to read. And Prabhupada has given different understanding of this in different places. For one verse, then you have to collect all these different ways of representation. How much more time will take? But don't get disappointed. Reading that one verse properly is equal to reading the whole of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam together. So one verse at least you read. That one verse is equal to the whole Bhagavatam. That is the beauty of Bhagavatam, because absolute. Absolute means 1 and 100 are equal. Right? So this is how we should. And here also in this particular verse is going to reveal this beautiful understanding. So this chapter especially, this 5th and 6th chapter, the best chapter in the whole of Bhagavatam, because this is the seed of the Bhagavatam. These 2 chapters are where the seed for the Bhagavatam is sown. Vyasadeva was wondering what to write, he is not getting satisfaction. So Narad Muni is coming when he is introspecting and trying to understand what is the thing that is a problem, that's a problem for me. Why I am, after writing all these books, he wrote Ramayana, he wrote Vedas, he wrote our Upanishads, he wrote all the various other Puranas, and he wrote this Mahabharata, and he wrote Vedanta Sutra also. Beyond all these things also he is despondent. He is not feeling very satisfied. So he is then telling himself, Kim va bhagavata dharma na prayena nirupitaha priyaha paramahamsanam saevahi achyuta priyaha. He is telling what is it the reason I have written so much, and that too not sitting inside a very nice AC room or big room. He was sitting in the cave in Badrikashram. And nobody will come and give bhoga every day. Now after Bhagavatam we can have nice prasadam. But for him only Saraswati river and Badri fruits. Who will keep on eating only Badri fruits and write for years together the Shastras? Right? So much austerity. For us, if you simply keep only this, say, banana fruit in our prasadam, for suppose you give for three times in a day, then people run away. We all will run away, right? But he has eaten, maximum he could have eaten only badri, that was only available there. And he did not have any other congregation. He was doing alone Bhagavat Seva, right? And Narad Muni also was doing Bhagavad all alone he was doing. Little bit of association was there with that Bhakti Vedantas. After that, all again back to square one, all alone, right? Now, so here he wrote all these things and he's saying, Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na prayena nirupitaha. Bhagavata Dharma is the highest goal of life. That prove that what you call conclusion, I have not firmly established in my Shastras. Because Shastras are the best way to establish a concept. If you don't write down those, they don't get established, especially in the Kali Yuga. At least through the Shruti form it should be passed on. Otherwise what will happen, if you don't write down, if you don't hear also, then with that generation it will stop, isn't it? And then it will not carry forward. Prabhupada has done such a great miracle. If he had not done this, then our generation and the new future generation would not have had access to Bhagavatam, because hardly anybody is there who can do from Sanskrit to English or Marathi or other languages translations, right? He had done in only one language and it was distributed to so many other languages. That's his purity. So Vyasadeva is saying, Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na prayana nirupitaha. I have not nirupan nahi kiya maine. Nirupan means this is what it is. Now no more concoction or anything else. That's how we should, because people are all running after where to find. Suppose if I don't know how to go to phase 2, right? I will keep on asking people one after another. Nobody will tell me, they will just show go here, go there, right? So you need a nirupan. You have a Google map which is fixed to this thing, then you don't even ask anybody. You just follow that and they give it, go here, go there, go here, go there. Direction is there, you reach there. Same way Shastras give us the direction. Go here, go there, go here, go there. Another person was there in your similar situation and he succeeded by doing this. You also do it. Right? So this is how Shastras help us. Shasan means this is what it is. No more like Rajas and the kings and all, they do Shasan. No. Nobody can deviate from there. That's why it's called Ved Vakya. Anybody who tells something, you do like that, then somebody in our natural, our exchange will ask, hey, what you are saying is Veda Vakya or what? Right? Veda Vakya means no question. No more question asked. Right? So that is how we should, our sages and saints, sadhus, they have put everything in a proper way in the Shastra form. That is why, you see, anytime even our official things and all, the first thing you want to do is you go to book. Anything you want to learn, Java, .NET, C, C++, whatever, or anything else that you want to learn, you first go to the book or authentic website, whatever, right? The same way here we have to come. So he was putting all these things in writing, na prayana nirupitaha. What he did not nirupan kaun sa cheez unhone nirupan nahi kiya? Bhagavata dharma. Kimva Bhagavata dharma na prayana nirupitaha. Priyaha Paramahamsanam, that is the most dear to all the Paramahamsas. Tayevahi Achyuta Priyaha. Even for Achyuta, Bhagavan also, devotional service is the most dear to him. So that is what he was thinking, what to do, what is it that is causing problem for me. We also, if we are even slightest thing we are away from Krishna and devotional service, no, we will also be disturbed. We will also be despondent. See, there is a nice verse in nice thing in Hindi. I don't know how many of you would have seen Chakki, grinder. Have you seen the Chakki? I am surprised you people, now it is in museum. I don't know how you guys saw that. Before you were born, it was there. So in my childhood, we had that thing. So we had to grind the grains into flour, So my mother will give me, if I do 250 times I do this, she will give me 25 paisa. And for that 25 paisa, I will be doing this round. And I didn't know that I was getting the exercise also done this way. So what they do is they have one stationary thing and one is the top one is moving. Now it is the this thing, the grinder. It is the ground is moving and this is fixed and this is moving, right? The whole thing is moving. So the top thing is moving and the bottom thing will have a stick. It has a stick in the middle. And the top one will have a stick in the corner with which they will do like this. And then they will have a small gap will be there. In that gap they will pour the grain slowly and they will keep doing like this. And the grains will slowly go and get crushed and they will become powdered. That's how it happens. So Maya Chakki Janiye, this Chakki, this overall, this Chakki, this is Maya. Kila Rupa Bhagavan, that center wooden stick is Bhagavan, Krishna. Kila Nikat so bach gaye. the grains that get stuck in between in the near the stick, they get saved. But baki ho gaye pisan. The all that go away from the main central stick will get pisan, piece, it will become powdered. It will get crushed. What an amazing concept our ancestors have given with just the example of a chakki. Can anybody do this thing? Can anybody do, any scientist or anybody can do? And they don't have any patents for this. So we, as long as we are closer to Krishna, as close as Krishna, keeping Krishna in the center and close to him, we will not be crushed by this material energy. Now we are keeping Krishna in the center. Bhagavatam is the center of our discussion. And so we are not crushed by the outside world. What to speak of outside world? None of us are hungry, right? Maybe it's a little bit late. Maybe after some time we can see. But the thing is, when Bhagavatam is there, you will not be feeling hungry, you will not be feeling sleepy, you will not be feeling thirsty also. These are all the things that will slowly take us away from Krishna. We have to maintain the body. For that you may have to have little bit. But you don't indulge in it too much. Indulge means getting more than what is actually required for the upkeep of the body. Right? So this is why keeping Krishna in the center. That one thing Vyasadeva had not given. As a result of that, he was thinking, but he is very honest. Our main thing, our devotional service starts when we are honest in our introspection and accepting our mistake and repenting for it. Most of the time, we avoid that. We want reaffirmation that you are a rascal, but still you are doing all right. You don't worry about it. Keep being a rascal. Nothing will happen. Don't worry. The problem is we don't want to get out. I'm just saying that you are a rascal. Rascal doesn't mean very bad. I'm just saying that, when we are even little bit lazy about taking up some seva or getting up for Mangalarti or wanting to do seva with the earnestness and eagerness. If it is not there, then we are little bit lazy in our seva, in our services. So that is when we have to introspect ourselves. If something is wrong, I am not doing my things properly. Like Vyasadeva was meditating. And as soon as he meditated and did introspection, Narada Muni, spiritual master, right there in front of him. He didn't make a WhatsApp call, he didn't make a phone call, he didn't send a message to him. Nothing. Right there he was in front of him. This is the same thing. Prabhupada, how many times he would have met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Hardly 10, 12 times. He was a Grihastha. He might have gone to the classes, but personal this was very, very less. Only one instruction he got, and that instruction he held. His whole life was he was revolving around that one instruction. And see, now the whole world is running after these temples and his seva, and how nicely he is glorified by all. Many eminent personalities are also glorifying him now, and it's more than 50 years since he left, right? And still we are hearing his glories everywhere. That is the beauty of someone who is dedicated his life for glorifying Krishna. He did Jai Radha Madhava, and Krishna made everybody chant Jai Prabhupada. We only did Jai Radha Madhava, right? That's why when you offer yourself to glorify Krishna, Krishna will glorify us 100 times more. Jayati te adikam janmana vrajaha. That land is also same as Hinjavadi only, same as Pune only. What is a big deal about there? Why everybody is running after to that land for Kartik month and all these other festivals and all? Why can't they just treat every place that place also the same? Because Krishna has appeared there. Janmana vraja, jayati te adikam. Because Krishna has appeared there, that the land has more value. You understand? And Shrayata Indira, goddess of fortune, is also eternally residing. Shashwat, eternally she is residing there. Right? And same way, if we let Krishna appear in our heart, we will also become valued. We will also be valued. right? I am telling you in literal sense. Now, Krishna is, I don't know, in other places, in other movements under Krishna is there or not, we don't know, but definitely in ISKCON, Krishna is there. Prabhupada has put K in the center so that Krishna in the center, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Now you see, I will tell you practical example, you will also agree with me. The moment ISKCON purchases a land and puts the board, the surrounding place price increases or not? Yes or no? Easily 10-15 times or 20 times it easily increases within the next moment, because they know when ISKCON comes, more people will come, Govindas will come, this will come, Goshala will come, everything will come, school will come, hospital will come, and so you get yourself some land there in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, price will be triple, 4 times, 5 times, isn't it? So land value is increasing when ISKCON is there. Jayatite adhikam, janmana vrajaha. This is literal understanding of this also. No other place, you just buy your own land somewhere, nobody will even care for that place. You put ISKCON, in the founder Acharya, his divine grace, Abhay Charan, the Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the next day they will come and say, no, the price was 20 lakhs for this, whatever little piece of land, now it has become 40 lakhs. That is how Prabhupada has created this. So valued even from a literal sense. So our life has to be centered around how much ever we can make our life in such a way that it should only be for the glorification of our Guru, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. Nothing else. And that is the only reason we have to do our seva, we have to do our preaching, we have to do our anything else. Should be for the glorification of the Lord and our spiritual master, nothing else. Because if not for them, ajnana timiranjasya, jnana anjana shalakaya, if they had not given that knowledge to us, torchlight of thing, showing here, showing there. Yesterday, I climbed up one of these mountains. I went to the top of the hill where that top Sita Ram's, that flag was there. Very, very challenging to climb up, crawling and going up. While coming back, it was really dark. In the evening, it was really dark in the evening while I was coming back. And I was just wondering, if I come in the middle of the night, I won't even know the path to come down, right? So that time somebody is showing the torchlight, I will feel more grateful to him. I was, So like that, when the Guru is showing the torchlight to us, where we don't know to go left or right, what do you do? So that is the torchlight that Narad Muni is showing to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is Krishna himself, his incarnation. But he wanted his own dearest devotee, Narad Muni, to be his Guru. What an amazing quality Krishna has, right? So when Narad Muni comes, the first thing he asks is, are you satisfied identifying your body or mind as the object of self-realization? Beautiful question this is. This question itself will take an entire book to write. This one question, he is asking this question here, no? Beautifully he is saying, where is that? Are you satisfied by identifying with the body or the mind as objects of self-realization? We are not supposed to do that. Objects of self-realization is not the body and mind, it is Atma. But when Atma is pleased, automatically body and mind also get the mercy, get the pleasure. That is why you don't feel hungry when you are hearing Bhagavad Katha. That is why you don't sleep when you are busy with Harinam Sankirtan or are doing so much seva during Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima and all. So we do so much seva, we didn't sleep properly also. But then how we get that? How tiredness is not there? How this body transcends? We transcend the bodily limitations. This is how we more and more intense service we can do, we can transcend even more. So when he is asking this question, what is the cause of my thing? You only know this. Vyasadeva is telling, you are my Guru, you know everything about me, please tell. Then Narad Muni says, Bhavata nudita prayam yasho bhagavato malam yenai vasau na tushyeta manyeta darshanam khilam. Bhavata anudita prayam yasho bhagavatam anudita. Udita means arising. Anudita means it has not arisen. In your writings, glorification of Krishna, Yasha, Krishna's Yasha has almost not arisen. What you have done is you have written so many other things, but you kept Krishna as a guest. He is not in the central character. So that is the reason you are despondent. You keep Krishna in the center, you will be happy. So when he says Yasho Bhagavato Amalam, spotless and sublime and spotless glories of Krishna, Yenai Vasav na Tushyeta, that which does not satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord, I consider it as Manyeta Darshanam Kilam. I consider this as good as garbage. This is exactly what is saying, garbage. This is worthless, useless, just throw it out. If something is here which is not useful, what will you do? You throw it into the garbage only, no? That much only. You have spent so much of your time for this, that's not useful. Then he says, slowly, one by one, he is giving the glorification of the whole process of bhakti, and is going on in this chapter. And he went up to a certain point about the glorification. You have heard the shlokas. Then he starts off with verse number 23 onwards about talking about his own personal experience. You can tell as much philosophy as you want, but unless and until it is not substantiated by a personal example for somebody, if not us, at least someone else who has followed that example and succeeded. If you have not done that, then the other person will not know how to practice. Now we have this Bhagavatam if Prabhupada had written. If he had not known who is Prabhupada, what has he done, how much he struggled, if that is not there, then we will not appreciate this so much. Whatever is writing, we will find faults only in this, right? But because Prabhupada Lilamrita or other glorious his Prabhupada's his history, his glorification, his life history, because it is all shared by so many nice, very sincere disciples and followers, we are appreciating it even more. Who will go to America with 40 rupees? I cannot go to Mumbai with 40 rupees. From Pune to Mumbai can go with 40 rupees. Now, forget about Mumbai. First two I cannot go with 40 rupees from here, isn't it? Even if you take an auto rickshaw, they will charge easily 150, 200 rupees easily, right? What is 40 rupees? And with that 40 rupees, Prabhupada went all the way to the America. He opened so many centers, he started the International Society, and then he comes back with the same 40 rupees still in his pocket. Right? So this is, what is that? Purnamada Purnamidam. It doesn't go down. But it is created so many wonderful temples, and all are arising from that same 40 rupees. Juhu temple, our Radharaj Bihari temple, it is 40 rupees. Our Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir, it is 40 rupees. TOVP is also 40 rupees only, expansion of that 40 rupees. We may be spending so much more, but at the end of the day, the route is 40. Right? Vrindavan temple, 40 rupees. Delhi temple, 40 rupees. Everything is coming out of that 40 rupees. Right? Sometimes they say, they talk about this Infosys, no? Narayan Murthy, he gave up his job and his wife gave, you all know that story, that he gave, his wife gave 10,000 rupees and that 10,000 rupees was the investment and put. Now, even now they are talking about the 10,000 rupees. Now they all have more than 10,000 crores also, they all have so much. All of them who had invested, they all grown. But then say, that day when he was not there, I gave 10,000 rupees. They say like that, right? What to speak of 10,000 rupees? Prabhupada said, in 40 rupees I can build an empire, man. Where Infosys is not there also, why we have our temple, right? You may have big things, whatever, but then when you give it to, of course, they are also doing whatever, that we don't have anything to say. But then what I mean to say is, this is even more direct service to Krishna. And that 40 rupees, where that 40 rupees is, we don't know now, but it is it is in the every temple's Bhumi Puja they do, no? In the temple's this thing Bhumi Puja when they do, there when they do that Ananta Dev and there it must be there in a subtle form, right? Otherwise, it's okay. Otherwise, how is it that all these so many, every time I come there is new center opening in Pune. I am just wondering, every time I come, more and more preaching services are going on. This is the success. If something is growing, it means it is live, isn't it? If you are dead body doesn't grow. Only the live body grows. Disease also grows only in a live body. It doesn't grow in a dead body, right? So that's why when somebody asked my Guru Maharaj, in ISKCON there are so many problems are there, in our society no problems are there. Then Maharaj told them, your society is not having any disease because it's a dead society. Our society has problems because I was a live society. Disease means it is growing, right? So nothing worried. Even if diseases are there, if these four things are there with us, in ISKCON 4 things are there, that is why even with the diseases also it is growing in leaps and bounds. Maharaj said 4P, letter P you should remember, right? The first P is prayers. Nobody, no movement, no society does prayers like our society. We start from 4:30 in the morning and go till 9 o'clock. Nobody disturbs Krishna like us. We are not allowing him to sleep also. Till night we are, and Janmashtami day we keep him wake up till 12 o'clock in the night when he is waking up, no? At that time, till appearance. So much is there, and whenever problem is there, we run to him. Others don't run to him. So Krishna is not bothered about it. He lets the material energies handle. So this is the thing. First thing is prayers. Mangalarti onwards till Shainarti, continuously Prarthana is going on. Prayers. Next thing is preaching. Nobody does preaching like our movement, right? Because of preaching only we are all sitting here, and that preaching started with the preaching to our mind, then to others. Don't just not just simply going and speaking without realizing it ourselves. We have preached to our mind, transformed our life, then we go and give it. Then second P is preaching. Third P is printing. Nobody prints books like us and distributes books like us. For distributing you need to print, no. So that's printing, right? Magazines, so many books. Now our book tables are, there is not enough tables to put the books, isn't it? Everybody, all devotees have started printing. Prabhupada said, my devotees and followers, future generation, they will write purports, they will write books on my purports. They will write books on my purports. One purport you can take and you can write a book on it. And so many nice books, devotees are all writing, nice, very nice Vaishnavas, they are all writing. And there is no space to keep, each one has one table, isn't it? Take Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, every 1 month he is revealing one book, like a magician taking one rabbit out from the hat. I used to go to him, he has a whole rack of books like that. And like this, Radheshyam Prabhu, everybody they just reveal books one after another. And all of this has its source in Srila Prabhupada's books. If not for his books, where will we get the knowledge? Where will we get the realization? So we all owe to him how much ever books we write, isn't it? So this is the printing. Fourth thing is the last P we all know, prasadam. And that prasadam is Prabhu's Sakshat Darshan. When you see Rasgulla, you should not see Rasgulla, you should see Krishna there. When you see dal, rice, khichdi, dokla, whatever it is, you should see Krishna there. That is Prabhu's Sakshat Darshan. So these 4P, as long as it is with us, no disease, nobody can destroy our movement. This is what we get out of this chapter, these 2 chapters Narada Muni is telling. Why? Because Bhagavata Dharma is inside our practices, our way of life. And that is what Vyasadeva is teaching here. Right? And now I told about personal example. Prabhupada's personal example we are seeing, our spiritual masters' personal examples we are seeing, how they served Prabhupada. That example gives us a understanding by which we can serve our spiritual masters. Right? This is how it goes, disciplic succession. Now he is saying, let's read this sloka from 23rd onwards, only verse and the translation, and then come to this 26th verse. I am sorry, without reading the verse I am speaking all these things, but it is all essence of this verse only, Now let's read this. Aham purati tabhave bhavam mune. 23. Aham purati tabhave bhavam mune. Dasyastu kasyaschana vedavadinam. Nirupito balakayeva yoginam. Shushrushane pravrishinir vivikshatam. Very nice. You are all reciting loudly, I can see the energy. This is real way of keeping Krishna in the center. Otherwise, you will just mumble and Krishna will be in a corner. Please read the translation, Prabhu. Someone please read.
O Muni, in the last millennium, I was born as a son of certain maid servants engaged in the service of Brahmanas who were following the principle of Vedanta. When they were living together during the 4 months of the rainy season, I was engaged in their personal service.
No, he doesn't know that these people are great people. He is just following mother's. Mother is serving, I will also go along with her because I don't have anybody other than her. Te mai apeta khila chapalerbhake Dante dhritakridanakenu vartini Chakroh kripam yadyapi tulya darshana Shushrushamane munayolpabhashini Translation.
Although they were impartial by nature, those followers of the Vedanta, blessed be with their causeless mercy. As far as I was concerned, I was self-controlled and had no attachment for sports, even though I was a boy. In addition, I was not naughty and I did not speak more than required.
Here, this word impartial is very interesting. Although, and moreover, although is even more interesting. Why he is saying this? Although they were impartial by nature, those Bhakti Vedantas, those saints, although they were impartial by nature, those followers of the Vedanta blessed me with their causeless mercy. What does this mean?
He got special mercy from...
He is saying they were partial, isn't it? Although they were impartial by nature, they blessed me. So he is saying they were partial. So what is this that partiality that he is talking about?
Even though he was not qualified, he got the mercy.
Exactly. This is the indication of his gratitude towards those great souls. They are impartial. Normally impartial means for those who are coming, those who are deserving, you give them. Those who are, other these people, you just from other, they are not qualified, they are not studied enough, they have not studied the Vedantas or whatever, you don't give them. You give them what they like, that is, impartial. You give whatever they are qualified to get, you give them. That is impartial thing. Partial means what you are not qualified, you are giving it to them. You understand? Such an amazing revelation of Narad Muni's gratitude to those Bhaktivedanta sages. Although they were impartial, they blessed me. Means I am not qualified for it, but still they gave me that extra mercy. And he says, I had no attachment for sports, I was not talkative, I was alpa bhashini, I was not naughty. And these are the basic things I had which helped me in that also. Then let's go to the next verse. This is a beautiful verse. This is where the whole thing starts. Uchishtalepān anumodito dvijaihi Sakrutsma bunje tadapasta kilbishah Evam pravrittasya vishuddha chetasas Tadharma evatma ruche prajayate. Beautiful verse, no? Please read this translation.
Once only, by their permission, I took the remnants of the food, and by so doing, all my sins were at once eradicated. Thus being engaged, I become purified in heart, and at that time, the very nature of the transcendentalist became attractive.
Yes, this is the beauty. First, they gave his causeless mercy by thinking about, I should give them the mercy. That thinking about I should give the mercy itself is a causeless mercy, right? Then the next thing, by their permission, anumodita. He did not go and grab it from them. He was waiting, he was just saying, with their permission only, I took the remnants of their food. He was seeing, he didn't understand what these people are talking, discussing, writing, he didn't have any idea. Because he has no, what do you call, he has no way to understand that, he has no background. I took the remnants of food, and by so doing, all my sins were at once eradicated. Bhakta Pada Jala, Bhakta Pada Dhuli, Bhakta Bhakta Avashesh. These three are the best way to progress very quickly, rapidly in bhakti. Bhakta Pada Jala, the water that has washed the devotees' feet. Bhakta Pada Dhuli, the dust of their feet. Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh, the remnants of the food that is left after their eating, after they are honoring the prasadam. These three gives rapid progress, we can make rapid progress in devotional service. So much so that Krishna himself says, I get purified by getting myself drenched by the dust of the dust from the lotus feet of my pure devotees. That is why I always keep walking behind them, so that when they are going ahead, their wind will blow, and that dust will flow, come, and it will drench my body, and I will get purified. Anubrajamyaham nityam puyayeti angri renubhihi. I closely follow them because the dust, I can bathe myself with the dust of their. What is that shloka? Naishamatista vadurukramangrim. What is that? He says Naishamatista vadurukramangrim anartopa yatraha mahiyatam padarajobhishekam Nishkinchananam navrinita yavat. Mahiyasam padarajobhishekam. By padaraja I will drench myself. So here he did not know about that, but prasadam he took. And that prasadam he took without knowing the effect of it. All of us are sitting here because of that mistake we committed. We took prasadam without knowing its potency. It is a good mistake. We do more and more of that mistake. Right? Mistake in the sense I am telling in a lighter vein, but it is, I am just saying that if anyone else is telling that, hey, how come you people are sitting, you also commit this mistake, you will also be sitting here, you will also be caught up by this beautiful, wonderful process. Now, after this, now the current verse is coming. Now he is talking about this thing, what happens after taking that Mahaprasadam, right? Tatranvaham Krishna Katha Pragayatam Anugrahena Shrunavam Manoharaha Tashraddhayamenu Padam Vishrunvataha Priya Shravasyangamama Bhavat Ruchihi. This is after that Mahaprasadam is taken. See, he is telling what has happened to him. Now, step by step, one by one, these things are happening. Tatra, please repeat the word to word. Tatra, thereupon. Anu, every day. Aham, Krishna Kataha. Narration of Lord Krishna's activities. See, every day he is listening to their Krishna Katha. He doesn't understand, but he keeps listening. Anu means Prabhupada translates it as, where is that? He translates that word every day. Anu is every day. Now, Pragayatam, describing. See, this Sanskrit word is amazing. Gayatam, they are actually singing. When you sing, you sing joyfully. You don't sing like this, moro singing, right? It is not like a emotionless thing. Whenever people are in joyful mood only, or are with some real mood, bhav, they write poems and all, no poetries and all. So that is why Pragayatam. Simply Gayatam means they may sing about their wives and husband and other relatives and their own Atma Shlaga. It is called Atma Shlaga. You know what is Atma Shlaga? Shlaga means like the Romancha, Kampashru, those hair standing on the head, the hair standing on our body, and then body shaking, tears coming, all these are all shlaga. Like you are like shaking and all that. Atma shlaga means by hearing about your own glories you are getting ecstatic. When we go to others also, that's what most of the time, even devotees meet also, Prabhuji, I am doing program there, I am doing here, I have this many people, I have this, I have done this, I did Rath Yatra here, I have a temple service here, I am the so and so in charge of this committee, this seva. Everything is Atma Shlaga. No bhakti there. Right? In the end, we will just say everything is Krishna's mercy. In star terms and conditions like that, nobody saw that, nobody will know. This is our Atma Shlaga. Jai Shri Radha Chandra ki Jai. But here, Pragayata means singing about Krishna joyfully. We become so happy and joyful when we sing about ourselves, or when we hear someone else singing about us. Isn't it? But that is Atma Shlaga. But real Krishna Shlaga is when we glorify Krishna like that and be happy to speak more and more and more about Krishna. See, if I sit here and simply talk about this thing, any of you will sit here, you will look at least 10 times, you would have looked at the clock. Right? That is the difference between Atma Shlaga and Krishna Shlaga. So, pra means pra is always Krishna. Prabhu. Pra is part of Prabhu. So, that is a prasadam. Prabhu Sakshat Darshan. Prakriti. This material energy is created basically to serve Krishna. Kriti means karma. Prakriti means Prakriti means we are born here to serve Krishna, not simply enjoying ourselves. So wherever pra is there, it is all Krishna. Right? So pragayatam. You are singing about Krishna joyfully. Then let's go to the next word. Anugrahena. By causeless mercy. Ashrunavam. Giving oral reception. See, the Prabhupada is very fond of using this word oral reception. Oral reception. He doesn't say hearing. Shranam means hearing. You could easily see engaging in hearing. But this you always uses the word oral reception. We are receiving Krishna. Reception, imagine in these buildings also there will be a reception, no? Anybody who has anything doubt, they can go to the reception and get the understanding. Right? So that reception, the person sitting in the reception will not be like looking into angry eyes. Right? They will be smiling. Lovingly they will welcome people. Even if it is someone who is coming to steal away, for them also you will give loving welcome only. Right? So that is, and then reception, where else we use this word reception? Marriage. Marriage reception, do you see anybody crying or shouting and screaming at each other? Everybody is welcoming with all smiles and all joyful. They decorate themselves so nicely that they should look good for others, isn't it? So that is reception. Office reception, then marriage reception. Where else you use the word reception? Hotel reception. Hotel reception also they all sit and they welcome people and they give nice words. What is that thing? Priyavakya pradhanena sarve tushyanti jantavaha. By speaking some pleasing words, all jantus are satisfied. Tasmat tadeva vaktavyam. Always speak pleasingly to others. Vachaneshu kim daridrata. Why your words are daridra? Daridra means very poor, very harsh words. Why are you speaking like this? Why are you speak nicely to others, joyfully. Not about yourself, but about them or about others. Just help them, give them some help. That is the beauty. Now, what are we talking about before this? It's reception, hotel reception. What other place where we have the reception? Airport. Airport, where do we have reception? Guests come. Even if the person comes and shouts and screams, they will say, no sir, you cannot get your refund back, sir. Right? That sad news also, they will tell very nicely and sweetly. Right? Same thing they will repeat. You shout, scream, whatever you want, you cannot get 1 paisa from them. Isn't it? 1 penny you cannot get. They will do something, but they will speak very pleasingly. Right? So we have to be very pleasing. Reception. When we are hearing Krishna, we have to be very pleasing. Pleasingly we should hear. then where else you will use the word reception? See how much Prabhupada has put in this one phrase. We are still discussing only one word in that two words. Very nice, we all know that. One word we use. Very frequently we use. No, not oral reception. Guest reception and all we talked about. Hotel guest, everything is same. Yeah, when somebody is coming, you receive the guest. You receive so smiling face and you warm welcome you give, then they were happy to come and stay, right? So Bhagavatam also we should that's what it means. You should receive Krishna Katha in that all this mood. There is one reception that is still left. You have the signal, no phone reception. we forgot about this. What does that mean? That waves are everywhere. Right? Waves are everywhere, but only which signal you have, that only it will connect to. Right? So same way, in this world, so many different thoughts and philosophies and so many material things, so many other things are there. If you want to just talk about one idea about stock market, hundreds of that FM waves, AM waves, whatever they have, no, those kind of waves are there. But you catch only that wave which you want. Today here, we wanted to catch Bhagavatam waves. So Krishna is having that Bhagavatam waves. Prabhupada is giving the Bhagavatam waves in here. Wavelength, that wavelength is there. You just capture that. So we should have that reception, that signal, antenna, which will exactly catch only the Bhagavatam waves. Otherwise all Kashada will come. Right? So you have to receive Krishna, warming, welcome, correct way of reception through oral. This oral is very important. Aura we say, no? A person's aura. That aura, we say, there is around him it is there, we say. But it is not because of the body, it is because of the Atma inside. That is why even after that person leaves, his aura is still present. Prabhupada's Murti is there. The moment you go there, you feel like offering obeisance, you are doing puja every day. Right? Now Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they all left 500 years ago. Their samadhi is there. You go to their samadhi, don't you feel that aura there? Right? Their bones also would have been with this thing, but then their presence is there still. So that is what it means. Bhagavatam would have been written and spoken, or the stories here might have been done for millions of years ago. But the aura is still there. And that aura is actually Krishna. That aura is nothing but Krishna. That is why Bhagavatam and Krishna are non-different. Narad Muni is closing down this this instruction to Vyasadeva saying, by giving Bhagavatam, you are giving Krishna to everybody. So please pragayatam. Then taha, pragayatam, anugrahana by kasana, ashrinam, giving oral reception. So we have to, oral reception means we should be respectfully, we should hear. Right? Now the next, manaha haraha, attractive. They are so attractive, isn't it? Any pastime you hear, again and again you hear, you will feel so much more attracted to it. Taha, those. Shraddhaya, respectfully. Me, unto me. Anupadam, every step. Vishrinvataha, hearing attentively. Priya Shravasi, of the personality of Godhead. See, this Priya Shravasi means hearing. Priya means pleasing, very loving. Right? Very pleasing to hear. That is Krishna's name. Priya Shravas. 2-3 times Narad Muni uses this word. Priya Shravas askalita matir mama. In the next verse also he is using this word. Priya Shravasi means very pleasing to hear. Krishna's activities are the only thing that will be very pleasing. Those who are connected to Krishna, their activities are only pleasing to hear. Others' activities are not pleasing to hear. Because they are all full of envy, pride, ego, greed and all these anarthas. It's so harmful. But you just hear about Krishna and other saintly people, so pleasing to hear, isn't it? All our acharyas, their pastimes, how much they are serving Krishna. Right? So next, Anga, O Vyasadeva, Mama, mine, Abhavat, it so became, Ruchihi, taste. Translation, please repeat. O Vyasadeva, in that association, and by the mercy of those great Vedantists, I could hear them describe the attractive activities of Lord Krishna. And thus listening attentively, my taste for hearing of the personality of Godhead increased at every step. This is the point. It increases at every step. For us also the taste increases at every step. Increases means that attentive hearing, that concentration, focus, that eagerness to hear, it all keeps increasing more and more and more every day as we do. That is why we have to do Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. See, he's saying, how nicely he's saying, listen attentively. With attention, we have to listen. We all of you, I can see that you are all so attentively hearing. Sometimes it may be like a little bit, a few minutes here and there we may go, but then still you don't mind it. Because this is exactly how Parikshit Maharaj was hearing. And that is why he got full benefit of it. Right? So, he took the permission, with permission he took prasadam, and with that he started, hey, they are speaking something very interesting. They are so attentively discussing something. They don't bother about the external world. Those people who are discussing also, when they are doing it with full attention and focus, the others who are coming and seeing, hey, they are discussing something very important. Let's see what it is. Right? So that same way, even material subject also, when somebody is discussing very attentively, people will come and gather. Then what to speak of the spiritual subject, which is purifying our soul itself. Right? And by getting that thing, slowly, Tatra Anvaham Krishna Katha Pragayatam. They were singing so lovingly. And they were enjoying their, one other important secret here, Prabhu's. The important thing is, when we enjoy what we are doing, others will enjoy what we are doing. Those saints were enjoying what they were doing. They were not bothered about any other things. They were just simply enjoying whatever they were doing. And that is why anyone who were hearing what they were doing, they were speaking, they were also able to enjoy. Narad Muni got the exact same thing. That is why even when we are doing preaching or doing any seva or helping others, whatever, we should put our full heart in there. Enjoy what we are doing. I want to serve somebody, I will enjoy what I am doing. You may not have a long sleep in the previous night, but the other person will not know whether I slept or not. So, sacrifice a little bit. So, this enjoyment includes sacrifice, but you are sacrificing with joy, not with a morose mode, or you don't feel bad that, hey, why I should waste my time for this. Right? Yesterday I slept very late in the night. It was almost 1 o'clock by the time I slept. But if I have to come here for the morning class, then I have to go to work. I have to do my chanting bit in between. I cannot disturb you and say that, no, Prabhu, I have my chanting, I cannot come. This is seva. Right? Then, and I can't skip chanting also. So the only place where you can adjust is your sleep. Right? So you just adjust. Doesn't matter. With Bhagavatam, actually with your open eyes you can get the rest. The rest or the refreshment. Why you are resting? To get refreshed. Correct? Body should refresh. That's why you are sleeping. But when you are chanting and when you are doing, when you are engaged in Bhagavad Seva, your body is refreshed. So the refreshment which you are getting from the extra 3-4 hours of sleep, you get it in 1 hour of studying Bhagavatam. You want refreshment or sleep? Many times you roll in the bed and you don't get refreshed. You are not getting sleep, isn't it? You are disturbed by some different things. Here we are completely at ease. Because Krishna is this was dis-ease. If you are not at ease, that is dis-ease. If you are at ease, no disease. Correct? Your body is doing something, there you feel like, here paining. Those things will come when Krishna is out of our mind. The moment you have Krishna in you, there is no problem. You don't even feel that you are having all these things. Right? So we can't read the purport. Already I have taken extra time of yours. Right? So please enjoy these things. Another 2 verses he will tell even more how the attention developed more and more and more. We all are following that same process laid by Narad Muni. How he showed by his personal example. Even today we came with prasadam only. And we are into sitting and hearing Bhagavad. I am personally telling you, the beginning of my days, when the senior Prabhupada disciples used to come and discuss so eagerly, they will take one line and they will discuss for 5-6 hours together. One line in the purport will take 6-7 hours to meditate on. We will not have morning prasadam, afternoon prasadam, nothing. We'll just keep on going on like that. When I was in the US, I got the fortune of good fortune of associating with such amazing followers and disciples of Prabhupada. Earlier, in my beginning days, I will not know what they are doing. I will just get distracted here. Kirtan was okay, but hearing and discussing these things were going over my head. I was thinking, what these people are talking for 1.5 to 2 hours about the same point, I don't know. But then I was associating with them like this. I see doing something serious. Slowly, my attachment became so this thing that I got attached to that. I started enjoying that. I would be waiting for those classes more and more and more. And that gave me the little bit of whatever taste. The one wonderful Maharaj is always Ganapati Swami Maharaj. He does almost 50 plus years, 55 years he is doing book distribution in the West, North America. So he would just take one line and speak for 5-6 hours. And I thought that's the height of everything. And I came in touch with Param Puja Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. He will take one word from the verse and he will talk for 5 hours. Tapa, he will talk for 5 hours. Then Bhumi, he will talk for another 5 hours. And so much is there inside, I don't know what to do. So we only area where we compromise are in two places. One is in sleeping and one is eating. We will not have prasadam, we will not sleep, we will enjoy this. Right? So we call it refreshments. Say, take some light refreshments like that. This is our 18,000 bhog refreshment, not chapan bhog. 18,000 bhog. I'll stop here, Prabhu's. Time is also the essence. We have to go and do our duty. Bhagavatam may be nice, but we have our duty also to do. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, Krishna did not allow Arjuna to run away. You fight. Mahamanusmara, Yudhyacha. Not simply Mahamanusmara and go and sleep. No. Okay. So I am just thinking, I will stop here. I don't know if you have time for questions. But maybe we can take one question, yeah. Then that question maybe we can take from the online, because devotees here can they can ask always when we are taking prasadam.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Prabhu,
This is Matan Sundar Prabhu, no? Hari Hari Bol. You are Nabolingam, Alingam Prabhu. I can hear your voice, but I cannot see you.
Other one, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you so much for such a wonderful discussion. I believe we had gone to Nasik, and there I got to know His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj has spent considerable time before moving to France.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, the temple president was telling me after my Sunday class that His Holiness Mahavishnu Maharaj used to tell brahmacharis, all of you get married.
Yes, Prabhu.
All of you get married. Get married to Srimad Bhagavatam. Do nothing else. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. You are carrying that source of attraction and inspiration from Bhagavatam that Maharaj sowed the seed in your hearts. Other day I was speaking to somebody about karma, the different levels of action. And the best is, your main attention is in spiritual life, and your duty is your side effort. And you are a living example of that. Office duty is just do it for the sake of doing it. Spiritual life is what you enjoy, you relish, and you share the relish with everyone. It's a privilege that you're here in our corporate center where most of the devotees are working devotees. They can draw so much inspiration from you. How to be responsible in our professional life, yet not get caught up by it, and continue with our focus and attention on Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada, the books, reading and hearing. Thank you once again for this wonderful discussion.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You are doing all the hard work. I was just telling the devotees here also that I am really very eagerly looking forward to the status that you are posting, the short messages, the video messages. I really enjoyed the one that you put on Kumbh Mela and the Podar schools thing, also the wishes that you shared also. I like the little, what do you call, that I don't know which English word to use. It's a little tricky thing that you nuggets kind of a thing that you use to trigger their thoughts, I really like that. About the Kumbh Mela.
We'll get into that zone now.
Yes, Prabhu.
So before that we get into it, there was a little need for it. So seek your blessings onto that direction. Thank you. I'll just catch up with you after.
Sure, Prabhu. Sure. Definitely, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Any questions, Prabhu? Anybody is asking question there?
Online
If not, we can get something from here.
Does anybody have any question? Yeah? Or maybe more spontaneous question will come while I'm shadowing.
Yeah, we can do. Yes,
I
Prabhu.
don't have a question, but I just wanted, I was just reflecting. So you quoted that verse at the starting of your lecture, Kimva Bhagavata Dharma. So few days back I was hearing one lecture of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj.
He's very fond of that verse.
And recently you told that when you met Maharaj, he would just pick one word and he would elaborate. And in that lecture I saw that he did not even reach one word.
Yeah.
He was just elaborate. I was seeing that lecture, I was hearing, and I think it was more than 30 minutes, 40 minutes. He is just reciting the verse, and all the disciples, all the devotees, they are all reciting that verse.
Yeah.
And I heard you also reciting that verse. So,
Yeah.
So I could sense how much taste Maharaj.
That's why you learnt it by heart. I could see you repeating it when I was.
Yeah, because Maharaj recited that so many times, it automatically works.
Yeah, that's how he does it in the class. When we repeat so many times, it just sticks with that forever. Oh, he referred that 1:4:31 and 1:5:8 as a connecting verses. When we go deeper into our heart and introspect that what is wrong with me, kripa bayi tab janiye jab dikhe apna dosh. So we should not look at a dosh in everyone else. First of all, we should see what is inside me, what is wrong in me. Then the moment we turn inside, we not only see the dosh, we also see Paramatma and Guru sitting inside. And we pray to them, the moment immediately they jump out of the heart, they are there, but they expand and they come in front of us. That's how Narad Muni is coming and reaffirming what is saying, that this is what you did, that Bhavatanudita Prayam Yasho Bhagavad. You did not do this, that is why you are disturbed. So I am telling you the solution to be back into your constitutional joyful position. So there are so many nice things from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam to connect and relish. This thousands of lifetimes is also not enough to have a sufficient enjoyment. But still we will do whatever we can. Thank you, Prabhu. We'll stop here. Already late. I am sorry. I think whatever half an hour extra you spent here, you will have to spend extra in the office. And I too have to. And Krishna willing, we will all catch up whenever Krishna arranges next. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, शील प्रभुपाद की, शील गुरुदेव की, पिता गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि कृपा सिंधुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो